Hi everyone, my name is Raju. I would like to present you one of the wonderful videos on proteins and why we require protein and do you really require protein powder. So this will be great help for you. So let me talk about this video for take some 30 minutes time for you to understand. So please be watchful about the content. Please take good notes of it. This will really be helpful for you. The topic of the video is, do I need extra protein and protein powders? Do I require protein at all? And also protein powders. Okay, so a lot of people ask me to, about this point. So that's the reason why I made this video. And many common questions asked is, what are the sources of proteins? Can we take naturally? Can we not take naturally protein? Why should we go for supplements? And what about common people? What about athletes, athletic requirements? If I'm a active person in the workouts, what kind of protein should I take it? And should I get any side effects or on proteins consumption? Are there really benefits? What are the government regulations and safety protocol? And what about third party quality standards and all those things? So suppose I require to take protein as supplement, then what kind of protein powder should I choose? What are the types of protein powders and what are the varieties and qualities and calories and costs and pros and cons? So that's the reason why this takes some time. So please be watchful. It takes some time. So please continue to watch carefully and take good notes. And to before the video, let me introduce about myself. My name is Raju. My wife's name is Cynthia Raju. We are Chairman's Club members from Herbalife Nutrition. We are working for last 20 years. And I have 15 years of experience in government public sector. I worked as a group and officer under government of Andhra Pradesh for 10 years. Then I quit my job. And I also worked as a consultant for Center for Good Governance as in CGG for 3 years. And I'm a nutritionist, fitness consultant, personal wellness coach for the past 20 years. I did my MSc, Master of Science in Zoology. I have advanced diploma in nutrition fitness. I also have I'm a certified nutritionist in advanced clinical nutrition. I'm a certified nutrition and fitness consultant. I'm a certified sports nutrition consultant. I am also certified exercise science specialist, certified calisthenics trainer, duathlete, marathon runner, cyclist, and CPR AID certified Zumba Strong by Zumba instructor. So to reach out to me for further consultation, you can contact us through Instagram, Facebook, website, YouTube, and email, and phone numbers are given here. So let me explain about myself some more details. I was leading a simple, ordinary life before as a government officer. You can look at the pictures, and I was having big tummy also there at the age of 26, 27 years. I worked as Assistant Inspector General of Registration Stamps. So I used to get NASIC, non-judicial judicial stamp papers for Andhra Pradesh government. So then I also worked as a district registrar in Khammam, Nalgonda, and Vijayawada districts. So there I used to go in the morning and come back by night. A lot of responsibilities used to be there. So that is the reason why I wanted my wife to do something, and my wife came for, as a coach. Initially, wanted to do part time. So that's the reason why she came here, and later on I also started showing more interest to support her. Then in the process, you can see the difference. My wife Cynthia lost amazing weight. She transformed so much, and I myself got shocked. So much of transformation is there in my wife Cynthia. This is at the age of 22, 23 years. This is at the age of 46 now. And there, after seeing her result, then I also started using one myself. At that time, I was 26, 27 years. Then now I can say I'm 53 years, looking much, much better and healthier and younger and fitter, more fitter. I did 42 kilometers running, full marathon as well. And I also encourage my wife. She also does 10 kilometers running. And my children do half marathon running. And we are all into fitness and nutrition. You can see the transformation in my children. They can see that, wonderful transformation in entire family. Not just me, not just my wife, but also our children, you know. This is how we all getting all the medals. And before, this is how I used to look. Now, before and after, me and my children, lot of transformation. They grown taller to me, and they're becoming stronger and fitter as well. In the recent marathon, Hyderabad running, so we were all participating in the running competitions and with all medals. You can watch out. After getting through this fitness knowledge and nutrition knowledge, Then I started teaching more people. I'm a national level trainer and international level trainer. I keep on traveling different countries, different places, different cities. I had huge business, huge, team whom I love them and they also love me. So if you really wanted to have a love towards people, helping them and changing their lifestyle, this is the best opportunity for you. You can also become a coach, but you can also, help a lot of people. Okay. So this is, I also give a lot of presentations to companies, corporate presentations, and with my mentor Jim Rohn, one of the world famous business philosopher Jim Rohn, and also we are also fortunate to have Mary Com as a brand ambassador. With lots of years of experience in Herbalife, we can see them, and we are also fortunate to give award of this Herbalife Active Catch of the Match award when Herbalife was sponsoring IPL, and we had opportunity to also have lunch with Virat Kohli as part of the company's promotion. So we also, we are very proud to have Cristiano Ronaldo with our company, and Susan Bowerman. She's a registered dietitian professor, and she's a very sought after dietitian, registered dietitian. We got training from these topmost doctors, Dr. Dana Ryan, Dr. Susan Bowerman, Dr. Kent Bradley. Okay, so and Samantha Clayton, she is a former Olympian, and I happened to, get trained from her. And Dr. Vasilos Frankos is the ex-head on dietary supplements for US FDA. So we had opportunity to be trained with them. Dr. David Hiber, Authority on Nutrition Obesity, is from UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles. You can see his, degrees. You can understand such a great man. I went through his books, and I'm a great fan of him. And I also had opportunity to get trained from this great doctor, Dr. David Heber and Dr. Luigi Grattan, and also had opportunity to get trained from our ex-17th Surgeon General of America, Dr. Richard Henry Carmona. He's great, great, great in terms of, leadership and discipline and mentorship. So please go, before going through this video, if you find an opportunity, I want you to go through my original, old video called Protein Story. Have a look, so that will give you basics, and over the above of that fact, this will give you more insight, what exactly is the protein. So pro means first, tin means nutrient. The first nutrient, if you don't give any other nutrients, fine, body will can still survive. But if you don't give protein, the first nutrient, your body will die. So that is the reason protein is very, very essential. The protein is made up of different amino acids, which you will get to know. The building blocks for your body, amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, and proteins are also building blocks for the body. And why you require protein? Protein, if you don't give, the lot of things do happen. Particularly, there are a lot of symptoms and signs where metabolism goes down, unintentional weight loss will happen. Weight loss not in a healthy way, but unhealthy way. Brittle nails and other nail abnormalities will happen. Skin lesions, dry, flaky, or scaly skin. In children, stunted growth will be, hair loss will be, thin and brittle hair also will happen. Anemia, edema, which is swelling due to fluid retention. Anemia because of hemoglobin, low in hemoglobin. Globin in heme means iron, globin means protein. So, including mental retardation, weak muscle tone in the children, and loss of muscle mass in adults called sarcopenia. Food cravings also do happen when there is not enough protein, and irritability, anxiety, moodiness, confusion, and depression, reduced energy levels. All those things are causes when you don't have enough protein in your diet. So, and also remember this fatty liver. Some people say it's also fatty liver, also part of the symptom of protein deficiency, and sugar cravings. A lot of people, when you don't give proper protein, they end up in sugar cravings and weakness and fatigue, and risk of bone fractures also do experience some people. Impaired immune function and slow healing injuries. When any wound or injury happens, so wound will not heal immediately. It takes a lot of time. When protein is given, so the wound will heal very faster. Same way with immunity. Most of the antibodies are formed with protein. Most of the hormones are formed with protein. So if you don't give protein, so body goes haywire. All the metabolism goes down, even for children. Children, poor concentration, poor memory, poor immunity, and slow wound healing, and they also have decreased muscle development. So the height will grow, stunted growth, and hunger, all those things will happen. So the functions of proteins are manifold. Body and cellular support. Many cells are made up of protein. The outer layer of the cells are made up of lipoprotein, lipids, and proteins. So organs and body movements, most of the organs are made up of protein. Cellular communication, many hormones and the receptors are also made up of proteins. So when there's not enough protein, actually these functions go wrong. So transportation of nutrients also will happen. I said, I remember hemoglobin is also made up of, some of it is made up of protein, enzymes and hormones, neurotransmitters, the communication things. All these are made up of protein. So when you don't give enough protein, all these things will get stuck, get hampered. So when the proteins are given, that actually gives us satiety, means satisfaction. You satisfies hunger. So you don't feel hungry. So in my earlier days, our seniors used to ask me, Raju, which one will eat longer, buffalo or tiger, goat or lion? I used to wonder what could be. So usually I say buffalo, goat, and cow. They keep on eating. Whereas tiger and lion, they eat the flesh and then immediately they sleep. They rest whole day. They rest because they are full. Stomach is full, meaning satiety is there. So that means when they eat protein, satiety will come. When they don't eat protein, like buffalo, goat, and cow, they eat lot of plant based. I'm not telling all plants are not proteins. All plants are some plant sources also there which are rich in protein. So I'm not telling don't eat only non-veg. I'm telling you, some you only eat carbohydrates. So that makes them keep on eating, keep on eating. So this, out of fun way, our seniors used to tell me, I also used to, kept in my mind. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Maintain muscle mass. So muscle mass is very crucial, particularly when you age. With the age, muscle mass goes down. As I said, remember sarcopenia. Sarcopenic obesity also there. Some people are lean, but the fat content is so high, meaning muscle mass goes down with the age also and with some body structure. So when the muscle mass is lean, muscle mass is going up, going down with the protein, muscle mass is going down, naturally end up in a lot of joint pains and muscle pains and all the other things. So muscle mass is very crucial, particularly at the age, old age, for holding anything or strength and grip and immunity and everything. So they 1 gram of protein is equal to 4 calories. So 100 grams of protein is equal to 400 calories. That means if you give protein, that still help you for energy. If you don't give protein, ends up in loss of energy. When you don't give enough protein, so body becomes tired and weak and flabby, becomes like a chubby, like a balloon you bloat. So where is protein? Protein is there in vegetarians and also in non-vegetarian sources. In vegetarian sources, you can see all the lentils and beans and most of the like milk items, milk product that is there. In non-veg source, eggs and fish and chicken and all most of the non-veg source can have protein. So the in terms of vegetarian, non-vegetarian, vegetarian source has more protein than the vegetarian source, excepting quinoa and soybean. Okay, soybean has the highest protein content, like equivalent to non-veg source. Non-veg is good in excellent, concentrate in having the concentrated protein, but it also has a lot of cholesterol, lot of fat also. Whereas plant protein, very good because it don't have the cholesterol, don't have the excess fat. So there are pros and cons for the protein, vegetarian protein, non-vegetarian protein. With the discussion, which we'll get to know eventually the later part. So these are a few examples of jowar, wheat flour, green gram, milk, cow milk, buttermilk, etc. Some given, and on an average, one person require 1 gram of protein. So that means if you are 60 kilos, you require 60 grams of protein. Then, if that is the case, you see the protein content is given in each food item, and fat and carbohydrate calories item is given here. And if you require 60 grams of protein, on an average, one person say 60 grams of protein required for an average man, then you require to eat 500 grams of jowar or 600 grams of wheat, which is difficult. Green gram, 250 grams, which is very difficult in a day. So 2 liters of cow milk in a day, very tough. So cheese, 500 grams of cheese. It also has calories. It also has other things. Also has nutrition, other imbalanced nutrition. So that's the reason why you got to balance both calories, protein, and also other nutrients. So that's the reason why digestion also equally important. So not just only look at only protein content. So do I need extra protein? The many people ask me, sir, do I really need extra protein? Is it not okay if I eat in my meal? Yes, you can eat it in your meal, provided you understand, you have time to balance it out. Recommended daily protein intake for healthy adults is 0.8 grams protein per kg body weight, while for athletes, physically active people, including those who do workouts in gyms or otherwise, the protein daily consumption ranges from 1.2 to 1.8 grams per kg body weight. That means on an average, minimum requirement is 1 gram, 0.8 grams for an average person. If you're an athlete, maybe it goes to 2 grams also, 1.5 to 2 grams, depending on the workout you do. So that means a person who is 60 kilos of weight, so usually requires 60 grams of protein minimum. Okay, that's the minimum. If he wants even better, RDA is recommended daily dietary allowance, minimum. ODA is optimal daily allowance. Even it requires more better optimal levels is 2 grams per kg per body weight as per Dr. David Heber. Dr. David Heber is my guru. You've seen this book, The LA Shaped Diet, written by Dr. David Heber, MD, PhD, which, I was talking about that professor, remember before. So he mentioned that 1 kilo of body weight, you require 2 grams of protein in best circumstances. 1 kilo body weight, 1 gram minimum. Okay. So in that case, you require for a woman on an average 90 to 120 grams of protein, for men 150 to 200 grams. So that means there is also protein intake. Protein intake factor you can see and check your according to BMI or height weight, how much the grams of body you require body protein per kg of body weight is required. So accordingly, you can able to design. So all government and NGO surveys reveal that we are consuming less protein than adequate. So if you go to any surveys, let me show you some surveys. 73% of urban rich India is protein deficient. 9 of 10 Indians don't consume adequate protein. So you can understand based on the surveys. These are all government supported or government backed or NGOs supported. Most of the surveys reveal 91% of the vegetarians and 85% of the non-vegetarians are protein deficient, meaning even non-vegetarians also they're not having enough protein. How come, sir? They're eating non-veg once in a week, so on maybe Sundays or some festivals, but not every day. But actually, as per the resources, everybody required to take protein, and every meal you require to take. So if you see my, this article in hashtag magazine, this is what I contributed. I written it. So protein for sports, healthy or high. It's really healthy. It's not high because you require every day. So whereas fats, if excess taken, they're stored as adipose tissue. Whereas carbohydrates, if you eat excess, it will convert into glycogen as a storage material. Whereas protein, body will not store. Every day required to, they break down and form muscle fiber. So you require to give, you have to supplement. You have to give every day. That also you have to give equally. For example, 90 grams of protein you require on a daily basis. Out of 90 grams of protein, you should be giving in the breakfast some 20 to 30 grams minimum of protein, and lunch also 20 to 30 grams of minimum protein, dinner also 20 to 30 grams of minimum protein. Okay, that means you should be equal. Okay, distribution throughout the day. It cannot be on one night. Maybe in the dinner time, I eat all the 60 grams, 90 grams of protein. Morning breakfast, I don't give at all. Lunch, don't give at all. No, 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 it shouldn't be like that. As per this research articles I quoted here, so protein intake daily distribution should not be skewed. It should be even. So if that is the case, now you can go back and see. So then the question is, should I take extra protein? Yes, you require, because some of, according to our culture, in the morning we eat mostly, roti, sabji, or maybe chapati, or curry, or idli, dosa, vada, puri. Most of the time we eat carbohydrate based diet, and they don't have enough protein. Okay, all government and NGO service, I said, remember, we are not eating all the kind, in all the meals, all kinds of protein. Maybe here and there we are eating. So added to that, all proteins are not the best proteins. All sources of proteins are not the best proteins. For example, dals, you know, they have the protein, but they are not the best protein. They are not the complete proteins. You'll get to know about it. All 20 amino acids are not there in all the beans, in all the dals, you know. So that's the reason why they're not complete proteins. So you require all the amino acids, 20 amino acids, particularly as having 9 essential amino acids. So that's the reason why sometimes we eat dal, sometimes we eat beans, but they are not necessarily having all the amino acids, right? Some of the beans like soya bean, it's good in complete protein. It has all the amino acids, but we don't eat it because it don't taste well. So that's the reason why we don't eat it. That's the reason why we require to have supplementation. Why it is tough to get best proteins at low calories in our busy lives? How to balance nutrition dense but calories less food? This is an important question in our daily life. So we are we are very busy. The morning we go, come back by night. There is no time to design and calculate and measure and take it. So that is the reason why in our busy schedule, very tough to balance everything, proteins and also calories. Unless you have a lot of time, unless you are, you only professionally sit for, like me, coach and become a coach and you wanted to help a lot of clients. So those kind of cases you can able to do it. But usually very rarely people have time. Very rarely people practice what they preach. So that is the reason why what if you supplement the gaps with your requirement instead of suffering for the nutrition gaps? So this answers your question. Do I need extra protein? So these are all explanation which I've given you in the part. So now what is complete protein? What is incomplete protein? Yeah, most of the animal proteins are complete protein like meat, poultry, dairy, eggs, and fish. Meaning they have all the 20 amino acids in them. Okay, but unfortunately they also have a lot of cholesterol and fat. Whereas incomplete plant-based proteins also there, like vegetables, grains, and legumes, and beans, and nuts and seeds. They also have some protein, but they're not complete. Meaning they may have few amino acids. They may not have all the amino acids. So that's the reason why we have to maybe sometimes we have to add, mix and match. That's called complementary proteins. When you mix here and there, then it will become complementary proteins. So now let me explain about in terms of essential amino acids, non-essential amino acids. If out of 20 amino acids, 9 amino acids are called essential amino acids. Why they are called essential amino acids? Because body cannot manufacture them on day-to-day basis. That's the reason why you have to supplement, you have to give through your mouth. That's called essential amino acids. Which are they? These are the 9 essential amino acids. Non-essential means body can able to make inside of them. That's the reason why you don't require, not necessarily can give. You can give, but not compulsory that every day required to give, because body knows how to store them, how to make them, right? Then what are the conditional amino acids? There are some amino acids where, when the circumstances come, like when you are sick or when you underwent some accident, that's the time you lot of demand for more protein will be there because wound has to be healed. So there some amino acids require to be more actually. So that is the time these amino acids called conditional amino acids. So these requirement may be more. If you see this left side, polypeptide chain, likewise, how the polypeptide chain has a lot of amino acids like a, small beads. The same thing wise, all the amino acids will be in a polypeptide chain. The all many polypeptide chains put together, they form muscle fiber, right? Now you are understanding. Now, among these essential amino acids, if you don't give every day on a daily, day-to-day basis, then what will happen? These are the signs of essential amino acid deficiency or insufficiency. One is brain fog. Suddenly, brain becomes foggy. I mean, they cannot able to think. Fatigue will come. Cognitive decline. Memory loss will happen. Anxiety, depression, loss of muscle mass, inadequate growth in the children, stunted growth in the children, brittle hair, okay, flaky skin, slow healing. So these are some of the symptoms of when you don't give enough protein, day-to-day basis. And I remember what I was telling about essential amino acids. Okay, out of 9, these 3 are called BCAAs, branch chain amino acids. What are the 3? Isoleucine, leucine, and valine. So that means Out of 9, 3 are essential. Out of 9 are essential amino. Out of 9, these 3 comes under BCAs, branch chain amino acids, which are actually having more weightage, more value among the essential amino acids. Got it? They are consisting of about 35% of all essential amino acids. So these 35% of essential amino acids, if you can able to supplement, it will be even great for you. Why? Why this BCAs, branched chain amino acids? In the structure, they have branched chain. So that's why we call them BCAs, branch chain amino acids. They are very, very important for muscle maintenance, particularly as energy source for muscles. And they have ingredients which are building blocks for muscles. They also support muscle condition. So that is the reason post-workout, usually we give BCAs, a branch in amino acid. It also has impact on nitrogen donor in metabolic pathways. The similar, BCAs, the same whatever we are talking about, the BCA, very important essential amino acids we have in Rebuild H24 Rebuild Strength product. So this product is very nicely aimed at, muscle recovery and muscle building. When it has each sachet has 24 grams of protein per serving, and it also has a blend of fast digesting whey protein and slow digesting casein, which we'll get to know about casein and whey protein, the types you'll get to know eventually, along with BCAAs and L-glutamine. Okay, these are blend actually. It also has rapid, 18 grams of rapid releasing carbohydrate per serve. You require, good carbohydrates, also rapid releasing carbohydrate, because to recover, post recovery, you require alongside amino acids also require some part of good carbohydrates, easily digestible, right? That will help enhance muscle recovery by supporting the delivery of branch chain amino acids, BCAs, for muscle synthesis. The ratio between protein and carbohydrates is 1.5 to 1 ratio, right? So this L-glutamine helps support muscle recovery, and you don't have any artificial flavors nor colors. Many protein powders, they have artificial flavors and artificial color. This don't have. And they provide not only protein, but also it also provide vitamins and minerals, and they are available convenient, easy, sachet form, so that you can take anywhere for traveling purpose. Will be great, and is also tested for banned substances. So you can say great product from Herbalife. And let me explain a little bit about soya protein, particularly the concept called PDCA, PD-Cas ratio. Protein digestibility corrected amino acid score, that called protein PD-Cas ratio of 1. If it has a 1, that means it's a best protein. Okay. And soya protein isolate has this protein efficiency ratio of 2.5 and amino score of 100, which is very top class. So if you see this graph or the chart, soya protein and egg whites and milk protein, they have the PD-Cas ratio 1, right? So that means they are very good, for body building, protein synthesis, and also muscle building, right? So don't, whenever time permits, focus on these 3: soya protein, egg whites, and milk protein. Okay, milk protein has 2 things. One is whey protein and casein. Both are good. Whey is fast absorbing protein. Casein is slow absorbing protein. Okay. And beef protein afterwards, beef protein, chicken protein, chickpeas, other pulses, and peanuts are there. So that means other chickpeas and peanuts, other pulses, they have protein, but does not mean they are complement. They are, complete proteins. They have protein, but they are not complete protein. That's the reason why in terms of quality, they are okay. Some people ask me, sir, I eat dal, I eat, lentils, then why require extra protein? This is the reason why. So you require even good quality protein. You may require, but every day, daily basis, plus also you require all essential amino acids. That's why you require to take complete protein, not just protein. Okay, not incomplete protein, but complete protein. So on the same lines of PD-Cas ratio, protein digestibility corrected amino acid score of 1, and recently by US government Food and Agriculture Organization in March 2013 introduced a concept called DIAS. Okay, digestibility indispensable amino acid score of DIAS, right? So this score is more prevalent now. So the PD-Cas ratio of 1 and DIAS score of 1, they are, if you have the 1 score, they are the best proteins. Like same way as egg protein and milk protein, soya protein, Same example. They also have the good PD-CAS ratio as well as DIAS score, right? Same way with other chickpeas and whole wheat and other proteins. So whatever we discussed before, same thing. So now we understanding about the PD-CAS ratio, the good quality part of the protein. Now let us understand the varieties of the proteins. So now do you require in terms of natural food? Yes, you can also eat in terms of natural food like lentil soup, lentils, dals and beans and non-veg, egg whites or full egg. You can eat whatever way the source is available. So you can also take supplements. Yes, when you are busy, you can also depend on supplements. It's a good idea. Consult in consultation with your coach, wellness coach, or nutritionist. Sit with him and plan. What are the timings you require supplements? What are the timings you can able to have natural foods? So it's a good idea to balance both. Then it will be ultimately the goal is to have a proper muscle condition, proper muscle mass. So should we go for processed or ultra processed? I'll get to know. What about absorption and digestion wise? Some people eat protein, but some the proteins are not easily digestible. They give bloating sensation. So should be careful. So vegan or vegetarian, non-vegetarian, what kind of protein should be taken? What is vegan? Vegan means no animal source, no protein from origin from the animal source. For example, even milk also coming from the animal. So there's a vegan people, they don't even drink milk, no dairy for them. Not only milk, but also no dairy at all. So any cheese or butter or anything originating from the milk, they don't take it. They're called vegan people. Okay, vegetarian means they are not so strict like vegan people. Means vegetarian people they eat other than non-veg. Okay, so they drink milk, they take all milk sources, dairy sources also. Okay, they also sometimes eat egg also. Vegetarian also there will be. So non-vegetarian they eat all. Okay, so organic or farm fed, you'll get to know about it. And GMO or non-GMO, you'll get to know about it. Gluten or gluten free, you'll get to know about all these concepts. Let me explain about processed, least processed, most processed. So it concentrated like soya concentrate or whey concentrates, they are least processed. Hydrosalate, hydrolysate, they are most processed. In between are isolates. So if you understand properly, concentrates have less protein comparing with isolate and hydrolysate. Meaning isolate has more protein, 90% of protein, and same way with hydrolysate, 90% of protein. So for digestion point of view, concentrate takes time for digestion, whereas faster digestion absorption happens to isolates and hydrolysate. So hydrolysate, they try to hydrolyze so that, they try to compromise on the quality. That's the reason why they get protein, but some of the nutrients will be go missing. So that's why they easily get fast digested, right? Now I understand. So which is the best we have in herbal life is isolate form. So isolates, they have above 90% of protein. So that's why reason I concentrate, soya concentrate and whey concentrate, they have 35 to 80% of protein. Proto-hydrolysis, they varies person from product to product. So faster digesting, low in carbs and fats, better carb fat ratios will be in isolate. So that's the reason we prefer always in terms of soya isolate, okay, or whey isolate, or for that matter, casein isolate. So understand the labels of protein powder. Some protein powders, they make the mention of this labeling. So some say grass-fed, meaning grass-fed meat products often contain more omega-3 fatty acids and have a better omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratio. So not just only protein, but also we are talking about omega-3 good fat. So, however, in protein powders with a little fat content, these benefits may not apply. So, though they have omega-3, but they have very less quantity of omega-3. So, check if grass-fed products are also free from growth hormones and antibiotics. Antibiotics, this is very important. Antibiotics, they're the injection they're given. Growth hormones are given to cows and some other animals so that they can able to give more milk. And so that's the reason why they try to you know, this farm industry is becoming more and more profit oriented. So now we have to ensure that they are free from growth hormones and antibiotics. Because if you take them along with it, that also come into your body, they try to magnify in our body. Biomagnification causes a lot of health problems. So that's the reason why grass-fed meat products are good, you know, condition with ask them, is it free from growth hormones or antibiotics? Okay. And some benefit of omega-3 also there. What about organic? Organic products may address all the concerns about pesticides, hormones, antibiotics, genetic engineering, and chemical fertilizers, right? So that's the reason organic is their good idea to go for it. Okay, but you have to check whether that really pesticides free, hormones free, antibiotics free, genetic engineering is not done, and chemical fertilizers are not added in this while making it. So non-GMO means this helps you to understand whether the ingredients taken from non-genetically modified organisms. So people are preferring non-GMO products. So gluten-free. Gluten is something like a stickery substance, gum-like substance that is there in the wheat, barley, and rye. They create a lot of allergies to celiac disease, condition called celiac disease. So some people are allergic to gluten. So that is the reason why if you have that gluten allergy, most of the people are very, they are not allergic to celiac disease. That's why they can take gluten also. So very few people are sensitive to gluten. So if you are that kind of person, then just check gluten-free products. Then only you can take it. Vegan, as I said earlier, all ingredients are sourced from non-animal origin. So they don't take anything, including the egg also they don't take. They don't take cheese or butter or ghee, anything sourcing from the animal. So they're called vegan diet, right? Now, let me explain about type of proteins in other ways. Like proteins type and subtype I have given, and then pros and cons are given. Almost I was explaining the same, but let me little bit give you some more details. Soy is vegan, complete protein effective for muscle growth, and few people are soy allergic. Very few people are soy allergic, so you can take it. Whey protein, they're vegetarian, but animal source from milk, rich in BCAAs, branched amino acids, vitamins and minerals as well. Fast absorbing protein. Whey is always fast absorbing protein. So you feel hungry quickly. Difficult for lactose intolerant people. Some people cannot digest milk, so for them it's a problem. Egg protein, animal source, but it has complete protein. Casein protein, vegetarian, animal source from milk, but has both fast and slow acting proteins, but also has mostly slow acting proteins. Pea protein, vegetarian source, but easily digestible. Incomplete protein, especially methionine, that amino acid is missing in that. Hemp protein, though it's vegetarian, but also high in omega-3 fats and fiber, but incomplete protein because lysine amino acid is missing. And their brown rice protein is coming up. Brown rice protein is a vegetarian, but easily digestible. You don't have much allergies. Many people can able to easily digest it. Hypoallergic, but incomplete protein because lysine is missing. The lysine is an amino acid, essential amino acid missing from that. So that's the reason these are the some pros and cons of all amino acids and protein types. And this is one interesting chart. All talks about different kind of same amino acids. There are different kind of source of proteins. Tick marks indicate they are the positive points. Into means they don't have they have the minus points in this. So if anybody takes one scoop of protein powder out of this, how much the protein comes from them. So whey isolate has 26 grams out of 29. So casein 23, egg whites 23, collagen beef isolate 25, bone broth 26.5, soy 24, pea 22, rice 23, hemp to 14.5, rice or pea blend 21. So now we can see based on the scoop, meaning based on the concentration of protein in the per scoop, So now whey protein is all well researched, complete protein, but not everyone can tolerate dairy. So this is the minus point. Casein, dairy-free, complete protein option. Okay, so this is for egg whites. Egg whites, dairy-free, complete protein option, but it also has some common allergen. Collagen, beef isolate, and bone broth, they are high in protein, but not well researched, incomplete protein, expensive. Whereas soy protein, well researched, thoroughly researched plant based on complete protein, common allergy like soy, some people cannot, they have some allergies with the soy. Otherwise, soy is very popular. Pea protein, plant-based source of BCAAs and low in essential amino acid methionine. Methionine is missing from pea protein. Hemp protein contains omega-3 also and fiber also. but low in lysine, essential amino acid. Where a rice or pea blend, then it can able to like complementary protein. Complete protein source, lower in protein than some other plant-based options. Now there is a comparison between animal source and the plant source. Animal source is whey protein. It comes from the milk origin, whereas the plant protein, most of the plant-based proteins. So let us understand the differences or comparison between whey protein as example for animal source and plant protein, maybe any beans or dals and those kind of thing. So let us see amino acid wise, all animal sources have complete protein. Complete mean all essential amino acids are there. Whereas except soya protein, most are incomplete protein. Vegetable source, most are incomplete proteins except soybean, soy. Absorption wise, high quick in absorption. Whey protein is quick in absorption, and all even vegetarian proteins also easy to digest, but slow because soy protein is slow to digest. They get easily digested, but they're slow. Okay, whey protein is faster, soy protein is slower, right? So BCS quantity, all whey protein, all animal sources have is high BCS, but in most of the plants, so they have few BCS plant proteins, okay, except of soy. So eating preferences, vegetarians, but not non-vegan. So vegetarians all can eat whey protein except vegan people. So here eating preference, everybody can eat except soy allergic. If you have soy allergic, otherwise everybody can eat even vegetarian protein. And lactose intolerance, yes, whey protein, many people cannot take it because of the origin from the milk, lactose. Whereas a plant protein, they don't have this lactose problem, so everybody can eat it, right? So nutrition wise, only for protein, whey protein is the best. But in plant protein, with not just only protein, but also fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and proteins, apart from the proteins. So now how to choose, the right protein powder. So we suggest always take an experienced wellness coach advice or nutritionist advice. Sometimes we fall short of the calculations. So take always help because you require personalize the protein component. So you while choosing the proper protein powder, dietary preference like you are vegan, then brown rice or pea or hemp protein, vegetarians are the best. All vegan options and whey protein. So ingredients also check for allergens, sensitivities in the ingredient label. Go for third party certified ones also to ensure accuracy of ingredients, not just FSSA but also third party. You can also check. Protein content for a protein powder, it should be at least for 100 calories it is giving, it should have at least 20 grams of protein. That's the minimum ideal protein required for a protein powder. So if it is less than that, it will becomes waste. So carbohydrate wise, it should be less in carbohydrate, preferably around 15 grams of carbohydrates, okay, not more, not beyond. And taste and cost preferences also should be choosing. It should be ultimately to be tasty for you. If you cannot drink it, then what is the meaning? So preferably it should be tasty. It does not mean it should be adding with all additive colors and flavors. So calories wise, it should be low in calories. If your aim is to go for a fat loss or weight loss. And digestion, satiety, absorption wise also very important. As I said earlier, so most of the proteins, if taken in excess, causes bloating, causes stomach upsets, stomach problems. So go for a gut friendly, stomach digestion friendly. Once you take it, it should be easily digested. Those kind of protein powders. There is one more interesting case study given. Here there are two whey proteins. Both are whey proteins. Whey protein 1, whey protein 2. How to choose these two whey proteins? If you see this chart, then the color code they're given about some colors, and the index also given. The black color protein source and different flavors and sweeteners. Different colors coding is given for emulsifiers, thickeners, and thickener flavoring and drying agent and vitamin D and vitamin B and preservatives, vitamin A, antioxidants, everything given. So now whey protein powder 1, has less ingredients, whereas whey protein 2 has more ingredients. Okay, now if you see them, the serving size of whey protein 1 is only 20 grams, 30 grams. Okay, but the protein per serving is 21 grams only. That means 70% of the protein is coming from the whey protein 1. Okay, the serving size is smaller, but the concentration of the protein is high. 70% of protein is coming from the first whey protein 1, where the other side ingredients are more. Serving size is 70 grams, not just 30 grams, and the protein per serving is 32 grams. So that means only less percent of the protein is coming per serving. Only 46% of the protein is coming per serving. So choose A, choose B. Choose one. One is 70% protein, and second one is 46% of protein. But label wise, more ingredients are there in part 2, whey protein powder 2. Less ingredients are there in whey protein powder 1. So that is the reason why you have to choose which is actually your goal. Your goal is only to get more, protein, or your goal is also to get more vitamins and minerals, also more nutrition also. So what is your goal and what is your purpose? Then accordingly, you have to choose this whey protein powders also. This is the same whey protein, same soya protein, you have to choose. You have to understand based on the labels, right? Then able to understand properly. Let me explain about the soya protein. I explained how to choose about the whey protein. Let me help you to understand the soya protein. Soya protein is available in different forms. Tofu is like a tofu paneer. Milk, soya milk, soya oil, soya flour, soya concentrate, soya isolate. These are the different sources of soy. And out of them, soy oil, if it is soya oil is sold, if you bought it, then that protein, actually protein is only 0%. In the name of soy, actually there is no protein at all. Whereas soya milk is only 4% of protein is there in the soya milk. Some brands have soya milk, but they all add additives from outside, meaning they are not originated from soy. So they are, they have definitely will be poor quality because always synthetic ones you have to borrow from other sources. So that is the reason why soya milk is not a great milk. Actually, that is a misnomer. So only 4% of soya milk is actually having the protein, soya protein. So not a great choice. Soya paneer, tofu, it has only 80% of protein in the tofu. Okay, so not a great choice. Soya flour, suppose you make flour out of soya beans. It only has 50% of protein, rest of all gone waste, maybe sugar and other things will be. And if you choose soy, in terms of soya concentrate, it only has 70% of the protein. So that is also not great, good for us. So what is the best source of soy is soya isolate. 90% of the protein, soya protein, is available in through soya isolate. So no wonder that's the reason why we take it, and because it also has less calories. So this way is always high quality complete plant protein. Why we call complete? Because all essential amino acids are there, and it is also easily digestible among all the proteins. If you see all the proteins, among all these, soy has the most digestibility also. That's why we say soy protein, corrected amino acid score, remember? Okay, digestibility amino acids corrected. So DR score and PD Cas ratio, protein digestibility corrected amino acid, always digestion is good. Okay. Now, if you see 1 cup of all these vegetarian source, all vegetarian only, soy, nuts, lentils, and black beans, and peas, and quinoa, 1 cup, if you take it and see how much is the protein content, among all these, soybean has more protein content, 29 grams, whereas nuts only has 20 grams of protein, lentil has 18 grams of protein per cup, black beans has 15 grams of protein per cup, peas has 9 grams of protein per cup, quinoa has just only 8 grams of protein per cup. So that means the concentration of protein is mostly available in soya protein, right? And soya is a complete plant-based protein because it has all 9 essential amino acids. So now along with soy, it only does not give only protein, 37 grams of protein, but also gives 30 grams of carb, 20 grams of fat, and it also has magnesium and other nutrients. So very important to understand. So that's the reason why our products, they are actually number one in the world in terms of meal replacement and protein supplements combined. Okay. This is not given by me, it was given by the sources Euro Monitor International Limited. It's a private organization, so independently, checks the overall market research firm. It checks everything and able to give you. So it says the world's number one health shake is Herbalife. The number one brand in active and lifestyle nutrition is Herbalife. And number one in the world in meal replacement protein supplements combined is Herbalife. Number one in the world for weight management and well-being is Herbalife. So these are all even worldwide. So we are the number one company. So in 2019, lot of awards coming. Almost every year we keep on getting lot of award-winning products. So now CR7, the Cristiano Ronaldo, the CR7 exclusive product is available only to Herbalife. You know about the authenticity of CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a really legend in football, and he happens to be part of our Herbalife journey. So it has also has best breakfast award for 2019, given by healthy and food and drink magazine. So that's the reason why we always say in place of your breakfast, go for shake as your breakfast. Herbalife shake as the best breakfast. Herbalife is the best brand, number one brand in the world in terms of weight management, as I said earlier. And Herbalife products are thoroughly tested. 380 tests are done before we consume. That's called seed to feed, from the seed to the feed. Okay, everything is thoroughly tested. 380 tests are done before we consume it. And Formula 2 multivitamin mineral tablets, we undergo 470 tests before we consume them. And herbal tea concentrate, they undergo 120 tests before we have it in their mouth. So they are thoroughly tested, publicly explained, demonstrated, and we have 300 plus top scientists, 50 plus are PhDs, and they are in compliance with the FSSA, Food Safety Standards Authority of India, and also international guidelines, FDA and other guidelines. And you have to understand about the protein time release profile. As per this research article, the whey protein is a fast absorbing protein. Soya protein is slow absorbing protein. Casein is also slow absorbing protein. So our shakes have a blend of all the soy and the whey protein, or sometimes casein. So that means they can able to give you satiety for next 2 to 3 hours. So that's the reason why we keep them in the part of our shakes. So that means you don't feel hungry for next 3 4 hours. So they're like as good as a meal. Whereas if you just add only protein powder, you don't have all the nutrition. Whereas this has all the nutrition. So if you take the protein in terms of like a KFC kind, fried kind, this kind of protein, what will have high in fat, high in calories, but they don't have proper balance of nutrition. So they end up in putting on weight. Whereas our protein powders on our nutrition shake, if you take it, it has more protein than the chicken thigh. So minus fat, minus calories. So that's the reason why you can also add them in rotis and chapatis and idli, dosa, all the batter, all the part of the flour also. You can cook also. So that's why we can able to personalize according to your requirement. We know how much to calculate also, how much protein comes also we get to know. It also gives you satiety and contain full all essential amino acids. So that's the reason why you got to understand this protein, how it is made, from where it is coming, source and all that. So these are the final tips before you consume the protein powder, before buy them. So these are some of my tips for you. Ingredient check. Check everywhere the label to ensure the protein powder does not contain substances that are sensitive to you. So if some are allergic to you, you are sensitive maybe. So check accordingly, buy the protein powders. Many protein powders are contaminated with heavy metals like arsenic, and lead. Some have harmful additives such as preservatives and artificial sweeteners of high quantity. Some do not match with their label claim. So be careful, be aware of all this. So label says something, but inside something will be. So once you take them to laboratory only, then you understand. Overall diet, be mindful of your overall diet as your body's reaction to protein. A protein powder can depend on what else you have consumed on that day. Means not just protein you consume, supplements, powder, but also overall protein, how much are you taking in your regular diet. So based on everything, then accordingly you have to design how much protein supplement you require. Suppose you are meeting all the requirements, you don't require any protein supplement at all. You are not eating, you are only say 50 grams of protein you are taking, you require say 70 grams of protein. So extra 20 grams only required. Okay, that supplement. You cannot take every source. So you have to consider entire diet. Then accordingly, you have to consider protein powder consumption. Digestive sensitivity also. Some, as I said, remember, some are not digestible. So that's the reason why soya isolate form or hydrolysates form, only some are digestible. So be gut friendly. Choose your gut friendly also. Okay, gentle on the stomach. Otherwise, they give mostly bloating and they are not digestible. Food intolerances also. Choose powders that do not contain ingredients you are intolerant to. For example, opt for plant-based proteins if you are intolerant to eggs and dairy. So quantity also. Experiment with different serving sizes to find the amount that your digestive tract can handle comfortably. Excessive protein powders consumption lead to digestive discomfort and nutrient imbalances, sometimes kidney damage also, dehydration, allergic reactions, heavy metal contamination. Bloating, a common side effect of excessive consumption, can create the appearance of belly weight gain. Some protein powders also high in calories, so carbs and fats, so contributing to weight gain. So that's the reason why you have to choose carefully how much to take, calories, and digestion point of view, and other nutrition point of view, your allergies and all the things, right? So next one is check the license number. Verify the presence of FSSA license number on supplement. Manufacturing date also check, because we have to check the date of best before use also, import date, etc. Because these are food products, so you cannot be choosing the, though there is a date, the expiry date is there. There's nothing like expiry date. Sometimes it is manufactured in 3 months back. So there are two products are there, same quality. One is manufactured yesterday, another manufactured 3 months back. You have to choose the one which is manufactured yesterday, because food products, they have to be fresh. Each time you have to pick up the fresh ones. And check the authenticity of the distributor. So not just only the company, but also company labels, company's ability, company's FSSA numbers and all that. And check the authenticity of this distributor and from whom you are buying. Is it a genuine one? Is it can able to give guarantee? Is he adding anything in between, tampering the seals, anything? Refer the list of authorized supplement dealers in India. Also check for third-party organization for protein brand safety verification in India, such as NSF International. NSF International, the label is there in Herbalife. NSF is also test Herbalife products. So they are safe. Read the label carefully. Study and check the label for food safety certification by FSSA. Potential food allergies, check signs of contamination. Look for quality check reports. So go to company sites and check whether they are really having the quality reports or not. In Herbalife, always publishes all the quality reports, all the quality signs, everything they low glycemic index. This is certified according to this one, according to so many certifications. So usage also, you got to understand how many people are really, is it popular brand everywhere across the world? Usage, take help of a wellness coach and nutrition to personalize according to your needs. Just you saw something and you read little, whatever with understanding, you buy and keep on drinking that protein powders. So that will not hold good. Take help of an expert, senior person who can understand all this and can design and give you. So always go for a balanced diets rather than just only supplement. Balanced diet is always very important. When you go for meal replacements, shakes, and you have to choose nutrition shakes, not just only protein powders. So because nutrition shake has protein powder and other nutrients also, whereas protein powder has only protein, okay, but not much nutrition. So you have to compulsorily add extra fruits and vegetables and milk or whatever. But sometimes you that what kind of milk are you adding and how much calories, how much fat inside. If you don't understand, then problem. So that's the reason why go for proper meal replacement rather than just protein-based meal replacements. And understand our purpose and nutrition calories. Is it what is your purpose of taking the protein supplements? Is it for weight loss or fat loss, or weight gain, or muscle gain, or recovery shake for performance, or as a meal replacement? Now everything has a purpose. For example, if your goal is for fat loss and weight loss, not just only protein, but also should have low in calories. Protein to calorie ratio should be proper, and also carbs and fat ratio also should be lesser, right? So that's how you have to carefully analyze. So carbs should be lower, protein should be higher, fat should be, excess fat should not be there. It should be lower, calories also should be lower if your aim is to weight loss. If your aim is weight gain, then different case. Calories can be higher, carbs can be higher, fat can be higher, protein also should be higher. But what kind of ratios are you choosing? So for muscle gain, you have to choose only these carbs. You have to choose protein high, and little carbs should be higher. Okay, these two are the main thing: muscle gain, because protein powder to calorie ratio also to ensure adequate protein intake. Recovery shakes, you have to see not just only carbs, but also nutrition and electrolytes. Electrolytes also, you lose in terms of sweat, in terms of workout. So that's the reason you have to compensate properly these electrolytes, and you have to choose the right content of protein and the carbs. What kind of carbs are giving, and the macronutrients also have to be balanced properly. In meal replacement, altogether totally different game. Once in place of meal, then you should have a proper, nutrition in the meal, because you're totally avoiding the meal. When you avoid the meal, replace with a protein, you require balanced nutrition, not just only protein, but also about good fat, fiber, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. Okay, everything is required. So there's also we have 50 plus micronutrients. All the 50 plus micronutrients also should be there. So not just only protein. So we warn you before making choosing a meal replacement shake. It should be very nutritious. Otherwise, you end up in long-term health problems. Our nutrition shakes, Herbalife nutrition shakes with meal replacement, they they are proved to be very good for initial not only weight loss but also long-term weight loss. A lot of international studies are there. In place of our meal, rich in our meal is mostly carbs and sugars and refined carbohydrates and all that. In place of that, instead of having unnecessary 800,000 calories, but low in nutrition, you can always go for a shake, and with just 200 calories, but rich in vitamins and minerals, and low in sodium, all great in nutrition, less in calories. So if you are looking for a personalized plan for you on diet and fitness lifestyle, we are there for you. If you already have a coach, Herbalife coach, please talk to him. Don't come to us. If you don't have any coach, okay, no idea where to go, then please do come us. We are there to help you. What else we do is we take photo of each milestones. We keep track of it, tracking, scanning, taking measurements. We conduct along with a online, some kind of community, healthy community. Also, some kind of offline communities also there. You can join. You can talk to them. You can see them live in front of you, and you can see, we listen to the testimonials. We conduct a lot of fun games. We conduct healthy community. Community is always better than doing single alone. So what we meet different kind of people. We have different batches and workout challenges also. We conduct dance workouts and make you fun, and follow up on customer care also we do, and counseling and personalizing person to person we design, and we give tasty because ultimately taste should be good, and nutrition also should be good. We also recognize after your results on the recognition walls, and we in front of many people, and along with that we also sell some products, but that also according to your requirement, filling your gap, right? So we also conduct part of the service, post sale service, weight loss challenges, weight loss marathons and all that. So we'll compete, give you competitions, how much you lost day-to-day basis, educating on lifestyle habits, creating healthy community, and we watch muscle gain. Muscle gain should be, and there should not be muscle loss. Only fat should come down. Muscle gain should be there, and we should have proper energy and nutrition support should be there. Healthy eating guidelines. We teach you how to change your lifestyle, including healthy dining out tips, and how to lead a active lifestyle instead of passive lifestyle, how to read labels, how to do wise shopping, how to have a healthy snacks in between, how to understand these calories and all that. So if you don't have any coach, okay, so please do contact us. We are there to help you. We give you personal consultation. You can reach out to us through Instagram, Facebook, website, and YouTube. Email and phone numbers are given. Please talk to us. We are more than happy to help you. Our goal is to make the world healthier and happier. So if your goal is also like that, you want to become healthier and happier, please do contact us. And thank you for watching our video. And please do, like this video, share this video to many people, subscribe to my channel. And I hope you enjoyed the session. Wish you all the best. God bless you. Thank you so much. Tata, see you. Bye-bye.